Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I'm going to be doing part one of a four-part series of videos where I'm going to be going over the mini Pokemon Funko Pops that I got in this advent calendar. This was a Christmas gift. I was given it at the start of November when I saw a relative, and if you paid any attention to my shorts tab through December, you'll know every day for 24 days I was opening up one of these. And I had a lot of fun doing that. I'm still in the middle of doing it as I'm recording this. I'm sort of recording these videos as I go. Um, but I had a lot of fun with that, but not everybody likes shorts, so I thought I would do a proper video here and talk maybe a little bit more about the Pokemon that were included, what I think of their inclusion, and stuff like that. First off, this is coming out in January. I think all my videos for January are going to be these. So all the shorts are out. So if you want to see what I got, you can see that already. But I want to turn the box around, and I'm not going to look because I'm still in the middle of opening these. Because first thing I want to talk about is they ruin everything that's in this box on the back, which might be cool if you're buying this for somebody. But if you're given this, like, it's you gotta like avoid this. So I looked at this back in November when I got it. But by the time December rolled around, I had forgotten most of it. All that I really remembered was it's very Gen 1 heavy. And the collection of 6 figures I've got here stay true to that. It's very Gen 1 heavy. So let's get this out of the way so I don't accidentally look at that. I don't even know if it was in focus. I don't know if there was a reflection you couldn't see it. If you couldn't, I apologize. But I really don't want to see it. I'm having fun sort of kind of blindly opening these. So the first thing we got on day one was Caterpie. Let's see if I can get it to focus better than in my shorts. There we go. So right off, this is a weird first figure, I think. Like, I get Caterpie's an early Gen 1 Pokemon. In the anime, it was Ash's first Pokemon, so I kind of get it. It just seems like a really weird choice. Like, when I got the box, I figured, all right, it's probably going to be Pikachu. Start off with Pikachu, and then get to some weirder ones like in the middle. But to start off right off the bat with Caterpie, I thought was odd. And I think, having opened a few of these now, I think it leans heavily into the anime, which makes sense because at least here in the West, like, that's still like where Pokemon peaked. And I know Pokemon in general is very Gen 1 heavy, and so this box is as well, but like, Caterpie's an odd choice, I think. Not a terrible choice. It's a cool little figure, but I don't know if I would have, if it was up to me, I don't know if I would have picked Caterpie myself. I think I would have done Butterfree. I think Butterfree would have been cooler. But that was day one. A cool little figure. And a lot of these figures are very nice looking. I'm not a huge Funko Pop fan. I have a couple. One of them was a gift, one I bought for myself. But I don't like how sort of generic they are. Like, the heads are all the same, the bodies are kind of the same, and they just look kind of bland when you, like, especially when you look at like a whole shelf of them. I think because these are creatures and they have different bodies and some of them will have completely different head shapes, they do a very good job of like looking distinct, and really getting over a lot of the hurdles I have with Funko Pops. My one complaint, and this is something I have with Funko Pops too, I hate the black eyes. For some Pokemon, it might work, but for the most part, like, the black button eyes, I'm not a fan of. But anyway, day two. Day two was Eevee. This makes complete sense. Eevee has been like a secondary mascot for a long time, right? The Let's Go games on the Switch, it was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. This makes sense. And I think Eevee was a lot of people's favorite Pokemon. I know growing up I had a lot of friends that Eevee was their favorite, or one of the Eeveelutions was their favorite. And as we'll see in just a couple, we're going to have some Eeveelutions in this box as well. So, like, Eevee is getting a whole lot of love in this. Day 3, we had Psyduck. Come on. My lighting is not very good. But Psyduck, pretty cool. Again, another anime heavy one. He was a big character in the first, like, the anime for a while. He was Misty's, I believe. So, again, makes sense. It makes sense over, like, a Pokemon like Golduck, where Caterpie I thought was odd, and I would have gone with Butterfree. Psyduck makes way more sense over Golduck. Next up was Charmander, right? Gen 1 starter, obviously. Like, these three, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, are probably some of, like, the most popular Pokemon in the franchise. So Charmander, obvious choice. This is one where I was talking about head shape. I think his head's kind of weird looking, though, like, where it's just got, like, a little bit of a bump, but still kind of the generic Funko Pop square. So he's one of my least favorite figures so far. Next up, and this is, like, the weirdest one out of this first batch here, and the only non-Gen 1 Pokemon, Leafeon. So, I'm expecting some of the more popular evolutions at the end. Like, I don't know if Leafeon's very popular. Like, I feel like Glaceon is more popular than Leafeon, so this seems like a really weird choice, but, like, I guess it's related to Eevee, and Eevee's popular, so it might be more popular than I think, but it's also just a really weird Gen 4 Pokemon to pick. So yeah, that was the most surprising out of this first 6 days. Yeah, like, I wasn't expecting Leafeon at all. And day 6, the last one for this video, and the last one in, like, the first row, is Dragonite. This one's a pretty cool looking one. It's got, like, it's still got the big square head, but I think the nose looks better than how they did it with Charmander. The horn adds a lot, the little antennae. Really cool figure. I think of this first batch, Caterpie and Leafeon are the two that stand out as strange choices to me. Caterpie, again, because, like, I don't know why you would pick Caterpie over Butterfree. Leafeon, because it's just sort of out of left field, especially in a very Gen 1 heavy box so far. But overall, I think these are really cool little figures. I like how small they are, too. Funko Pops, again, I'm not a huge fan of them. I have a couple. But they're kind of bulky and big, and I don't really care for, like, big figures. I don't really buy a lot of figures in general, but I like smaller things like this. Just little, like, knickknacks that you can toss around wherever, and they don't take up much space. So I really enjoy these. I've really enjoyed this box. And yeah, that's going to do it for this first video. This is days 1 to 6 of that advent calendar. Next video, I'll do 7 to 12, and so on. If you're interested in what else I got, and all these videos aren't up yet, you can look at my shorts tab, and I'll have days 1 to 24 already by the time this video is uploaded. Or you can go to my playlists. I have a playlist for all of these. So you'll have all the shorts there, and these videos will be added to that playlist as well. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.